Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the run, it's Durham. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Power football with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Michigan, number 16, with the carry.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The lone back's got it. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
LSU right back to the line. On the ground, it's Durham. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And it's another 1st and 10 play.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They go to the ground. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Now they'll try the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Edwards. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd down coming up.
2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. Here comes the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 10 in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Looking to... It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. No, he just flat ran over it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Loveland. Touchdown, Wolverines! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Number 18.
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff.
To the
He
16.
stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll try the right side. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Tigers are in the hurry up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Swings it out to his running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
On the play. 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight end getting vertical. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Quick handoff. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well give it to him again.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break.
With the score, Michigan 22, LSU 14.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Give to the running back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll try to run for it. The Wolverines pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really nice job there with the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He is smashing people. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense in an empty set. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Gonna let it fly. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown LSU! And once he got loose, it was all over. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They want to run it left here. Got room at the 35. And he's running in the open. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
Nope.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. LSU quick to the line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick.
Just steamrolling his way through. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give as they work on that clock. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the punishment has been extended.
Number 17.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
43, LSU, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing in.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Michigan, 50, LSU, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way.